If you enjoy our audio and video content, please leave your comments at Culture Catch in the iTunes podcast directory. And stay tuned for more smart culture. Thanks. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Chaos Map. If you're looking for a simple solution to search engine optimization for your website, visit chaosmap.com.
Penna, her little head clinking like a barrel of red velvet balls, full past noise. Treats filled her eyes, turning them yellow like enamel-coated tacks. Soft like butter, hard not to pour out, enjoying the sun while sitting on a turned-on waffle iron, smoke billowing up from between her legs. Made me vomit beautifully and crush a chandelier. Fall on my stomach and view her from 1,000 happened facets. Liquid red salt ran over crystals. I later band-aided the area, sighed. Oh well, it was worth it. Penna pleased but sore from sitting, choose to stub her toe and view the white pulps horribly large in their red pockets. I'm tired of playing, baby, she explained. And out of a blue felt box let escape one yellow butterfly the same size. Its droppings were tiny green phosphorus worms that moved in tuck and rolls that clacked and whispered in their confinement. 3 little burnt scotch-taped windows several yards away, mouths open to tongues that vibrated and lost saliva. Penna exclaimed, "That's the raspberries."
Tonight it's the Captain Beefheart tribute, Mr. Don Van Vliet. His words, his music, his poetry, his art, a little bit of everything.
Thanks everybody for coming out for this celebration of Don Van Vliet, authentic American genius, visionary maverick. You've just been observing a whole panoply of his brilliant paintings and drawings. And we've been listening to some unreleased tracks from many stages of his career. But anyway, we're going to do a short set now of Fast&Bulbous band, which I co-lead with Philip Johnston. And we have Rob Hankey on trumpet, Philip on alto sax, Joe Feidler on trombone, Dave Silson, the old man of the mountain himself, Richard Dworkin on drums, Jesse Krakow on bass.
Khaki sweatband, bow goat pot-belly barnyard that only he noticed. The old fart was smart. The old gold cloth Madonna dancing to the fiddle and the song. He ran down behind the knoll, slipped on his wooden fish head. Mouth worked and snapped all and weaved back to the bungalow. Mama was flapping lard with her red enamel rolling pin. The fish head broke the window. Rubber eye erect and precisely detailed. Air holes from which breath should come is now closely fit with the chatter of the old fart inside. And a sort of observations took place. Mama licked her lips like a cat, pecked the ground like a rooster, pivoted like a duck. Her stockings down caught dust and dough balls. She cracked her mouth glazed, caught one eyelash, rubbed her hands on her gorgeous gingham. Her hand grasped sticky metal intricate lashwork opened to the room a smell cold mixed with bologna. Rubber bands crumbled, wax paper bonnets, fat goose legs and special jellies ignited by the warmth of the room. The old part smelled this through his important breather holes. Cleverly, he dialed her within. From the outside, we observed that the nose of the wooden mask, where the holes had just been a moment ago, was now smooth, amazingly blended, camouflaged in, the very intricate rainbow trout replica. The old part inside was now breathing freely from his perky bottle atomizer air bulb invention. His excited eyes from within the dark interior glazed water in appreciation of his thoughtful preparation.
Dusty Wright, we're backstage at the Captain Beefheart tribute. Lee Ronaldo from Sonic Youth is with us. Lee, how did you get hooked up into this crazy thing?
I've known Gary for a while, and he wrote me an email and said, would you like to do it? I'm a big fan of the Captain, so I was very happy to do so.
What is it about his music that continually resonates with his musicians and really the avant-garde, the fringe culture?
Well, you know what? It's his music, his painting, his words. They're radical. They're really, honestly radical in the coolest way, you know. And so it's always thrilling to see old videos of him playing, or to hear the records, or to see his paintings, or this week to be looking over all these words that he wrote to try and choose some stuff to read. It's incredibly radical, beautiful stuff, and that's the bottom line.
Why not even a rustler have anything to do with this branded bumsteer world, this headlong pirate disaster course vessel? Misguided charted this nautical numbskull hull. Sink in silent smoke, blow your chest out in hope, sit spread-eagled on poor men, piled high on Truth Mountain, last peak in clarity's chain. You will not be thrown, but dive and sink, your pockets filled with earthly burdens, when they could be filled with light and backed with wings. The sky is dark in daytime, and still the blackbird's beauty lyrics clean. Sing, ye brothers, and end this miserable thing, and brush the dark sky in light, and let the moon bell crack and ring. Upon the mast of mercy, for she is a beautiful thing. I watched her cut with clarity the sea of Satan's red rolling hatred water, that stung my eyes with vile, vile brine, and clung to the vine that choked Mary's only son, God in vain to slaughter. I can't darken your dark cross door no more. The light lovely one with the nothing door, and oh, that pours life water.
Hey, with me now is Mr. Alan Vega from one of New York's legendary bands, Suicide. Alan, Captain Beefheart, what do you think?
Great. It was always. I saw him back the first time in 1969, after that record came out, and I was like overwhelmed. I mean, it was just like the band, the music, the costumes, the whole thing. And then many years later, he was, of all things, I ran into him at a Julian Schnabel opening. It was a dinner after the opening, and for some reason we got together to just talk for about an hour or so. It was really, really incredible, man. It's a great thrill for him to be just with him, talking. It's always been like a hero of mine, I guess, because those early records were, unbelievable. Changed my whole outlook on everything.
with nose in the wind. The wind puffed out of me, drank the loose air. One look raised. The sun sailed into black bag hung strapped around. The girl bowed and rested against her cocked hip. A row of buttons ran her like raisins. Crisp collars, folds made shadows, made her loose breasts. Feet formed, raced, wiggled, sang. The sea moved, returned, claimed one lace paper plate. Like a frayed damp fish that spun and sank in a foaming circle. A sandwich corner flies that held she smiles, her fingers skin to green leaves. Drip, roll by another creased ball. Clear salt batteries sparkle on her nose. Black horns, shadows for cheeks. Then pink, red, pollen, darts her speech. Endless between days to one. In a moment I say, the day caught me full, hot, open eyes, swam blood red, clawed, moved, rubber, dead in my city. Black hair, fur and wig, rancid rainbow, hummed the half-eaten dead fish, silver and pink brine, bubbled from the torn-off fin. I searched for a stick, poked the bloated bulb. One scale broke loose with a husk, shaped like a fingernail.
Back at the Culture Catch, Kurt Loder, Captain Beefheart. Why does he continue to fascinate, infuriate, push buttons in people?
Oh, I think there's nobody like him. I mean, still to this day, there's nobody like him. He was also a painter. He was a poet. As we're seeing tonight here at this event, a lot of his poetry has striking images in it. And he invented a kind of rhythmic music that you can still hear it echoing through music today. It was so complex and so off the wall like 30 years ago. But today it's almost familiar. So I think his influence goes on more so than a lot of stuff from the late 60s, early 70s.
Thanks, everybody.